is enough said.
Happy Sunday, Heat Nation! Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Before we get started, you guys, you know what I'm going to ask. Smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We're continuing our push for 5,000 subscribers. Now, let's rock and roll on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Man, I love saying that. Before we get to today's topic, you guys, as I'm sure a lot of you know, there is preseason action tonight. The Miami Heat take on the New Orleans Pelicans. It's actually a day game at 3:30. Very excited about that game. More importantly, because I'm going to be there today. Me and the family going to be at the game. Going to get some great footage for you guys. Going to watch the game. Really excited because it was reported that both Tyler Hero and Jaime Jaquez may play in today's game from those groin injuries. So really happy to hear that. But a great segue into today's topic, you guys. Jimmy Butler is also going to be playing today's game. It's very important, you guys, because last year, Jimmy Butler didn't play any preseason games. The last time Jimmy Butler played preseason games for the Miami Heat was 2 years ago. Jimmy Butler was in practice recently, and he was talking about the importance of himself, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, and Terry Rozier being on the floor together. And we know, you guys, this is our technically, I guess you can say, the big four of this team. These are four guys that we are going to heavily rely on offense. So it's really important that these guys get together, and not only to just get together in the regular season and try to figure this out. It's training camp and it's games like preseason, so they can figure out what's the best combination to move forward with. Because we know what the starting lineup is most likely going to be. Bam Adebayo, Nikola Jovic, Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, Terry Rozier. No matter how you feel about that starting lineup, it's a starting lineup where five guys can run in transition, and it could be potentially a great offensive lineup out there. These are five guys at any given moment can drop 20 to 30 points on you. Now, Jimmy Butler did make another comment on this practice interview that I want to read on. Jimmy Butler is basically saying that he wants to play as many games as he can play in. They asked him about playing preseason. He talked about what Pat Riley said. It's important for him to play a lot of games. Then he made the comment about the four players playing together. But Jimmy Butler said, and I quote, "I want to play as many games as possible. I'll leave it at that. I don't need to put a number on the amount of games I want to play. I know the more games that I play, the more opportunities that my squad has of winning. I do know that," end quote. Another comment that Jimmy Butler made, because they were talking about possible extension and contracts, and we all know the situation that Jimmy Butler's going through with the Miami Heat when it comes to an extension. And Jimmy Butler gave what I think is an absolutely perfect answer. He told them that right now he's made enough money in his career. What he wants is to win an NBA championship. I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what he said. That right now it's not about money. It's about a championship. I'd love to believe that. I'd love to say that that's the truth. But I just think that's a really great thing that Jimmy Butler's saying. You know, and it's a really good thing to say because we know what the goal is. The goal is to win an NBA championship. Jimmy Butler's not going to talk about money right now because he knows where Pat Riley's mindset is. He wants Jimmy Butler to be on the floor more. He wants Jimmy Butler to give more of an effort during the regular season. The last 2 years, we've been relegated to mediocrity. Being a play-in team. And you have to dig yourself out of these holes. Play games that you don't need to play when all you have to do is get a top 6 seed. I've said this multiple times. This Miami Heat team, fully healthy, are a definite top 4 team and are potentially the most dangerous team in the Eastern Conference. Because you don't know what you're going to get with this team. You could get a mediocre team that wins 45 to 47 games, or you can get a team that could potentially be the first seed, like we were in 2022, that nobody expected. If this Miami Heat team gives it their all, plays together, and plays the right way, they could be a top 4 team. Because look at 2022, you guys. Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler missed more than 10 games that season, and we still held the first seed. It's because guys like Kyle Lowry, Tyler Hero held it down. And you had guys step up like Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Caleb Martin. That's the same thing you're going to get with this 2025 team. Terry Rozier has gotten a full training camp with this team, playing preseason with this team. I'm expecting big things from Terry Rozier. I'm expecting big things from Jaime Jaquez, Nikola Jovic to take that next step. Kel'el Ware finally gives us something that we haven't had ever in this Jimmy Butler build. A defensive 3-and-D potential big man down low that can help Bam Adebayo. You have Kevin Love back with his experience. Josh Richardson and Alec Burks are going to give you that veteran's presence. You got Duncan Robinson, who's one of the most elite shooters in the NBA. You guys, on paper, this team can create some damage. So that's why I respect Jimmy Butler. When right now he's not looking to talk about contracts, he's not looking to talk about anything like that. He's only talking about the most important thing for this Miami Heat team, and that's for this team to win. Because if this team does not win this year, you guys, if it's another mediocre season and this team doesn't excel, then there's a huge possibility that this Jimmy Butler era is over in Miami. He's on a contract year. He could opt in his player contract, but then it becomes incredibly tradable. So you don't know if he's going to continue his career now with Miami Heat. But if he does, if this team excels, makes another magical run in the Eastern Conference, gets to the NBA Finals, maybe, shoot, I may be sounding deluded here, but whatever. Let's say they win a championship and shock the world. Now you're going to have another conversation with Jimmy Butler. Is it really not about the money? Because if it's really not about the money, Jimmy Butler, and you have a great year with this Miami Heat team and they decide to keep you, maybe you do what Tim Duncan and Dirk Nowitzki did towards the tail end of their careers. Rather than taking max money, which they could have gotten because the Los Angeles Lakers gave Kobe Bryant that money, they decided to take a step back, take less money, so the teams can build around them, teams can build contenders around them. Why do you think the San Antonio Spurs were still a great team toward Tim Duncan's tail end? Because he took less money so they can take care of Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, fill that team like they did. So in 2013, 2012, 2014, 2015, 2016, they can make those runs that they did. But that's a conversation for a later date. Because if you're 35 years old, turning 36 next season, and you know you're not going to play 82 games, but you want to stay with this team, why would you take $50 million per year? But that's because as a father of 2 kids, and this is something else you have to look at from the other perspective, Jimmy Butler wants max money because he wants to take care of his family. You saw the Netflix documentary. You saw he has kids. He has a whole family around him that he takes care of. That's why. So that's a conversation for a later date, if money really is the most important thing. Jimmy Butler's saying all the right stuff. It's about winning a championship. Tyler Hero's saying it. Bam Adebayo's saying it. You're seeing a locked-in team. You're seeing a locked-in Jimmy Butler. He's saying things like, I know that if I'm on the court, we have a better chance of winning. I know that. Guys, I've said this before. Even during the regular season last year. I think what was happening during the 2024 season, the Miami Heat was riding high from that success in 2023. I'm sure the team felt like as long as we get in the playoffs and we're healthy, don't nobody want to see us no matter what seeding we were. I'm strongly sure that was the thought in the locker room all year long. Maybe Spo was reminding them, guys, we can't think of it that way. We can't think we're going to make another Cinderella run. Let's take it a little more serious. They probably heard it. Maybe they brushed it off. Who knows? But I'll tell you this. Reality smacked the Miami Heat in the face last year in the play-in game against Philadelphia. You played a game that you didn't have to. All you had to do was get top 6. And on that game that you played that you didn't have to, your star player got injured. Maybe take the regular season more serious and you don't have to play that game. So Heat Nation, I want to hear from you. What do you think of Jimmy Butler's recent comments? Do you think there's a lot of truth to it or do you not believe it? Let me know what you guys think about this team moving forward and who's going to be at the game today against the Pelicans. Let me know in the comments, you guys. Hope you liked the video. Smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We're almost at 4,800 subscribers. Remember, y'all get me to 5,000 subscribers by the start of the regular season. I'll do a $50 giveaway. Thank you guys so much for the support. Until next time, your boy Ernest out. That's enough said. Yeah, buddy. Let's go.